Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Covington Varsity Gym for tonight's Varsity Girls Contest between our visitors from Riverton Parke, the Panthers, and your own Lady Trojans. We are set to see a very interesting contest tonight. This counts as a varsity game, but both teams decimated with COVID restrictions, so Riverton Parke only able to dress and play one varsity player, and that's going to be the center, Reagan Benjamin, a freshman, 6-foot freshman. Covington in a very similar situation where only a couple girls before last game have had varsity experience. So we're set to see a pretty interesting contest tonight. I've got Jesse on production and camera work, and Jordan just joined us up here, just fresh from baseball practice. So he'll jump in whenever he gets a chance. And we're getting ready to jump it off as Mr. McCormick finishes up the starting lineups. We'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and thank everybody for your patronage throughout the 2020 and 2021 season. A little bit later, the sectional draw was last night, so we're going to talk about that here in a little bit, what our girls drew and what some conference opponents drew. And we've got some neat treats for you tonight. So here goes the jump ball. Lauren Vale is going to jump it off, and Covington wins the tip. Down to Vale in the post, and that's an easy 2 points for Covington to start it off. So we'll make sure everything's up and running here. And I think we're good to go. All right, welcome to the broadcast, Jordan.
Thank you for having me.
Out of breath. I see... Well, baseball, you only need to run 90 feet at a time, right? So,
yeah, I had to run through here and then back out to my car to grab a mask that I forgot, so that's why I'm so out of breath.
That's all right. That's all right. A little bit of an interesting game tonight. So, 6:30 start time, not a usual varsity start time, but wow, nice shot from the returning varsity player at this point in the season, 00, Reagan Benjamin, the 6-foot freshman, starting at center. Also for Riverton Parke, they've got Ariel Wright at number 5, a guard. Kaylee Nowicki at number 4, a guard. Number 23, Jared Nelson, a guard. And then a forward in number 33, Sarah Brown. So they are dressing and only playing 5 freshmen tonight. So going up against this young Covington team, one of the few experienced players handles the ball, and Lily Ramirez. It gets thrown over to Estes and thrown away as the Panthers push the other way, and there's a whistle. So an early 3-2 Panther lead on that 3-point basket by Benjamin. We'll get our first foul called. That's going to be on Lily Ramirez, her first, team first. And that'll send Nelson to the line for 2. First one's up and draws iron. No good. She'll get one more. So we await the second free throw. Couple bounces up in the air, off the back of the iron and the backboard. Fight for a rebound. Riverton Parke comes away with it and the points. It looked like Nelson finished her own rebound and play there. Jordan, your eyes are a lot younger than mine, so you're going to have to call out numbers.
I can do that for you.
This right here, Cora Reynolds feeding the post down to Stonecipher, is about as close as I can see.
It's going to be out of bounds on the Panthers, and the Trojans will retain possession.
All right, so an early 5-2 lead for Riverton Parke. Not a bad start for 5 freshmen in a varsity contest here. And like we stated last game, Covington in a very similar situation. They had a close contact situation. There's a 5-second call. And quite a few of all of the varsity starters and 6-man were quarantined due to close contact. But that left us with a couple girls with varsity experience.
It did.
Yeah.
And Daisy
Gepner, Micah Stonecipher. Lauren Vale's played up a little bit this year. And Lily comes in every now and then. And then Lena Sandlin, she plays a little bit as well. So girls who have seen the court, Coach Brown's done a good job of getting a lot of experience to a lot of different people. And that's kind of helped out. And Cora Reynolds with significant varsity time as well, feeds the post, and a foul called.
They'll send Stonecipher to the stripe for 2.
That's going to be on number 5, Ariel Wright, a 5'4" freshman. And we can't really afford to get in foul trouble tonight there, Jordan, if you're a Panther fan.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, playing with 4 it's going to be quite the task if it comes down to that.
You get to pull that Hoosiers moment, though.
Yeah.
My team's on the court. Stonecipher misses the first but makes the second. It is now 5-3 Panthers. Jesse is always doing a fantastic job over on production. And we're going to get another whistle.
It's going to be Ramirez's second foul within the first not even 3 minutes.
Lily trying to go out with a blaze of glory already. 2 fouls early. And Covington not as limited by the numbers as the Panthers might be. We've got several girls on the bench who can come on and give significant time tonight. First free throw is good. We'll get one more, 6-3 Panther lead. As Holy Cross is going to check in for Covington. And Lily's going to check out to avoid that 3rd, 4th, and 5th foul here in the first quarter. 2.5 minutes into this game, rims out. Covington with the board. And they're going to push.
Vale with it in the corner. Gets it out to Holy Cross.
Holy Cross looking down at the post and decided not to feed it to Stonecipher.
Almost picked.
Yeah.
Reynolds with a good pass down low to Estes. Down to Vale, who's going to try and put it up. No good. Rebounded by Estes. They're going to call a jump ball here.
There are 4 Panthers underneath the basket on that one. That's going to be hard to pull a board 1-on-4 for Estes down there. And Panthers are going to get it across the timeline, but get trapped right across the timeline. Get it down for the perimeter shot, and that's good. That's a 2-point basket, but good nonetheless by Nowicki, a 5'4" freshman. So a hot start here for 5 freshmen for the Panthers. 8-3 lead. Stonecipher's going to take a jumper at the free throw line extended, and it's going to rim out. Rebound by Benjamin. He'll walk the ball down the court. Little lob pass. Into the paint, back out to the perimeter. No good by Nowicki. Back out to her, and they're going to reset the offense. Benjamin calling for the ball on the post. Has to go out to the volleyball line outside to get it. Back out to the perimeter. And Benjamin's going to take a free throw line jump shot. Off, and Covington with the rebound.
Estes looks to push.
Gonna push. I like the aggressive attitude here early for Covington. Not afraid to push on the fast break.
Absolutely.
Just got to be careful about sloppy passes. And it's over to Cora Reynolds over here on the wing. Back up to Holy Cross, and she's going to reset the offense. Estes giving the do not ever pass to me sign.
Good pass down low to Stonecipher, who puts up the easy basket.
Stonecipher with the big finish. So 8-5, Panther lead. 3.5 minutes here left in the first quarter. Benjamin with the varsity experience, putting the team on her back right now, kind of involved in every single play, and gets the 2-point basket, extending the Panther lead 10-5. Holy Cross brings it across, over to Estes, back to Holy Cross. They're going to play a 2-man game, gets bumped away. Panthers recover, stand up with the ball, and it's a semi-fast break.
It's going to be an and one for Nowicki.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
No, you do not.
Looked like she had the layup anyway, and Covington with a sloppy foul down in the post, but at least Lily Ramirez gets her number wiped off the board. And we'll see the first foul on Lauren Vale.
And she completes the and one, hitting the free throw.
Leaving that hand up in the air, too. Knew that one was going in.
Oh, yeah.
13-5. Covington needs to find some offense. Stonecipher's worked out well for him up to this point. Not looking at her really right now. Off the backside of the rim. And ripped away. Covington playing a little more aggressive than we usually see out of this young team.
little bit of an off arm there from Benjamin, but it's going to be a foul call on Vale.
Yeah, Lauren's going to pick up her second, it looks like. Yeah, that'll be her second. The team fourth.
It appears Sandlin will check in the game for Vale.
Magdalena into the Trojan lineup for the first time tonight. Another one of these guards that's played both ways quite a bit this year. So potentially grooming some ball handlers for the future of the Covington program.
Off the inbound, Benjamin gets the ball back and is standing out of bounds while she catches it. That'll be Trojan possession.
You don't like to see that.
A little bit of a boneheaded mistake, but I mean, that happens to everybody, so.
It does. It does.
Nice block there from Benjamin on Sandlin.
Yeah, Benjamin's got the height, but not afraid to mix it up as well.
No. Holy Cross looks to inbound.
Not careful, you're going to get another 5 call. Covington just not getting open on the inbound play. But Holy Cross does get it in. Covington's working around the perimeter. They feed the post down to Stonecipher. One dribble, turns around, and she's going to get some free throws. Rewarded for her effort, but we need to see some of those falling. So, once again, thanks everybody for tuning in as Stonecipher takes the first free throw, makes it. We appreciate that you guys, even though you can't be here, take the time out of your schedule to tune in during our live broadcast. As the second one falls for Stonecipher, 13-7, Panther lead as Panthers look to push. There's that off arm you were talking about, Jordan.
There it was. That'll be Trojan basketball. Another mistake from the Panther side of things, as Reynolds will inbound for the Trojans, and Estes will bring it up.
And I'm kind of disappointed at this point in time. We haven't seen one of those patented Cora Reynolds three-point shots yet.
I've been expecting it. She's had a couple decent looks. I mean, I was expecting her to shoot one by now, but
yeah,
we have not seen one yet, no.
Looking more to feed the post, and she does right there to Stonecipher, kicks it back out to top of the key. Back down to Reynolds over on the wing. Drives baseline and throws it into the bleachers.
Right over the head of Holy Cross.
So pretty difficult angle on that pass and not able to do anything with it. 13-7, minute 42 left here in the first quarter. As Benjamin, the center, running primary ball handler responsibilities. They're going to run a little play out at the perimeter. Three-point basket, no good by Wright, but a nice follow.
It's going to be hard for these the forwards on the Trojans to block out Benjamin, as she's shown to be a dominant force down in the post.
Yeah, listed at 6 foot, got the height, and like we mentioned, not afraid to mix it up. A nice ball player.
Sandlin hits the three-point shot.
Three-point basket. Well, that's a way to come back in a hurry. 15-10. Covington just needs to get a stop, and they do. Outlet to a point guard. And Covington might get the last shot here in the first quarter. 45 seconds left on the clock. Covington looking for a good shot. Stonecipher at the top of the key. Down to Vale. Turns and passes back out to the perimeter. Stonecipher again. Looks like the offense is running through Micah Stonecipher tonight, at least to this point. Reynolds wide open, passes it up to get it down to Stonecipher, who turns around and sees Benjamin right in her face and not able to do anything with it. Benjamin drives the other way and lays it in for a 17-10 lead. 10 seconds left. And a foul called with 5.9 seconds left. That's going to be on Benjamin.
That'll send Estes to the stripe for 2.
So Benjamin's first foul, 4th on the team. Like we mentioned earlier, the Panthers really can't afford to have any of these fouls add up. Only dressing 5 players tonight, 4 that were not even on the varsity roster that we got. and one that was. But they've put in a Herculean effort to this point, up 17-10. Getting ready to finish out the first quarter.
Although it could bring some trouble if the Panthers were to have one of their players foul out.
Oh, absolutely.
It would rise I don't know, it'd be a pretty cool thing to see and see how they do with 4-on-5.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often.
You do not. And a foul on the inbound. Look like that's going to be on Holy Cross. And it is on Holy Cross. So you don't like to see a foul that far away from the basket with 4.5 seconds left, but called. That'll add to the Covington foul total. And the Panthers aren't going to get that shot off. 17-10 into the first quarter, as it is dead silent here in the varsity gym. Just the situation we've got in the game and horrible weather outside.
Indeed. I was starting to wonder why we're not really seeing much Riverton Parke fans over here in the stands next to us, but I guess that does make sense.
I would not want to drive those roads in slick weather. I commend them for getting to school when it's even a little bit slick outside. So we'll go to our first ad for the night. I think Jesse's punched in on the ad. Let's just go to ad 1.
High school sports teach important life lessons, like the best offense is a good defense.
If that's true, then we can win this battle against the pandemic by defending ourselves and each other from COVID-19. So let's wash our hands, always wear a mask, get a flu shot, and practice social distancing.
We'll not only be protecting ourselves, we'll also be protecting our teammates and friends, our moms and dads, our grandmas and grandpas.
Let's play tough defense, and we'll win this battle. I'm Sandra Walter.
And I'm Robert Falkins. We're Assistant Commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Thank you for supporting the high schools in your community.
This is respect. This is cooperation. This is individual responsibility. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
All right. Welcome back to our broadcast, CHS247, covering the varsity girls contest between the Panthers of Riverton Parke High School and the Lady Trojans of Covington. As the ball's knocked away, Covington will retain possession. So our first whistle, 9 seconds into the second quarter. But Covington looking to get something going. They've had some success in the post so far and trying to feed it again. But we've got another whistle and a travel called. Covington will get the ball back. 7:38 left here in the second quarter. Just started the second quarter. And like I said, we've got some things to get to tonight. I don't know if Jordan's aware of this, but the Cookies and Canvas / silent auction fundraiser for the class of 2022 is coming up on Saturday, February 20th. We've got 2 sessions. Session 1 is from 10 in the morning to noon. Session 2 is from 1 to 3 p.m. And it's going to be in the high school cafeteria. Cost is $35 a person, and it's for suggested age of 9 years old or older. The ticket includes instruction, 11 by 14 canvas, paint, brushes, and a variety of cookies and drinks. Tickets on sale now. Contact Jody Brown at the high school. So 19-10, Panther lead now.
I kind of like this offense running through Stonecypher's. Every time she gets it in the high post, she's able to kick it out to someone who could potentially have an open shot. I think it works pretty well.
And it's not like we're not getting shots. They're just not falling right now. Yeah, I like that offense better than passing it around and not getting a shot. I'll tell you that.
And another whistle. Ball. Believe it will be Trojan possession. No, it will be Panther possession.
I just look at Scotty. Scotty tells me which way it's going to go. Shout out to Scotty running the scoreboard tonight.
He's always on it.
Big props to Darren Taylor down there running the score book for Covington as well. The dynamic duo, if you will, of the Covington bench. Scotty points down to the Covington end this time, and it's going to be Covington ball off that jump ball.
You know, I've never looked down there whenever there's a jump ball.
Hey,
I'm always wondering who it is, and now, I mean,
That's the way to do it. You don't even look for an arrow. You don't look for the officials. You look for Scotty. All right, Covington's going to set up the offense again, and Stonecipher once again in the high post, and this time goes down to Cora Reynolds, takes a short jump shot over the rim. And Covington's going to get the rebound and reset. Sandlin tries to go towards the basket, but kicks back out to Reynolds.
Good move there by Reynolds.
Hands it off to Stonecipher, who is met by 3 Panthers. I'd say that Panther defense is swarming down there in the post right now. Stonecipher grabs the ball, turns around, and there's 3 to 4 Panthers every time. Kudos to these freshman Panthers. And ball's on the floor. And that's going to go to Covington. So, white ball, 5.5 minutes left until halftime. Got a commissioner's corner queued up for halftime. So, a 5-minute IHSAA Commissioner Neidig talking about Covington or Indiana basketball, not necessarily Covington basketball. And we're going to feed the post. You know, Jordan, I wouldn't mind Mike goes up with that right there.
I mean, it's a good reason to turn around, and I mean, she is a little hesitant because, you know, like you said, a lot of times she has at least 2 or more Panther players right there in her face. But I mean, if she can, you know, not hesitate as much when she takes that turn, then I think I'd be okay with her putting it up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a lot about just gaining the confidence and the confidence from your teammates. And they want you to take that shot.
Yeah.
It's the best shot we're going to see on that offensive possession, as the Panthers are going to get it back. 4.5 minutes left until halftime. 19-10, Riverton Parke lead over Covington here at the Covington Varsity Gym on this Monday evening contest, as both starting lineups have been decimated at this point, and we've still got some good basketball being played here tonight.
What's that?
We've still got some good basketball being played here tonight, even though both starting lineups are out.
That we do.
As Covington's going to inbound. Holy Cross going to bring the ball down. Jog it across the timeline, passes over to Estes. A volleyball slap away by Cora Reynolds.
Risky pass to Reynolds down there from Estes.
Not a bad pass if you put some pace on it, but it was kind of a lob, and Riverton Parke read that one the whole way. As Cora Reynolds gets a little get back right there and grabs the ball. Covington possession. 4 minutes left here in the first half.
Here's Riverton Parke's going to call a timeout here after what appeared to be an injured player.
And we've got a full timeout. So what do you think, Jesse? Do you want to run a full ad or do you want to run a 30-second ad?
Love the ads.
It is up to you. Or we can just stay here and talk. That's fine. Just leave it up. We'll stay here and talk. Jordan, I don't know if you know, one of these ads this time is for a podcast that Jackson Freeze and Wyatt Woodrow are putting together with the help of Ty Small. It's called Are We Experienced? It's a music podcast, and I listened to him record episode 2 in the back room today where they trashed the Beatles. So
wow,
if
the Beatles.
If you guys are big Beatles fans, you might want to tune in. So you can have some ammo fueled up for the next time you see Wyatt or Jackson, or even Ty. Ty's just the editor, but he'll take some of the heat for this as well.
Not quite sure how you bash the Beatles. I mean, widely known or looked at as, you know, one of the greatest bands of all time.
Right, absolutely. But, you know, different people have different musical tastes, and I know Wyatt's a big Alice in Chains fan. So that really doesn't jive with the Beatles vision, I don't think. So if you get a chance, listen to Are We Experienced? It's on Spotify, I know of. That's where I listen to it. They're also looking at putting it out to different services as well, such as Apple Podcasts, and I know it's on Libsyn as their host. So check them out on Spotify, Are We Experienced Podcast. You'll hear the full ad here in a little while as Micah Stonecipher gets it in the post, puts it over the backboard, but rebounded by Covington. They're going to get another possession out of it as Holland's into the game now. Off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Wright. And Riverton Parke gets it over to Benjamin. Takes it down to the corner. Looks for a person to pass to. Up to the top of the key. Shot is off. Stonecipher clears the board. And Court Reynolds is going to run. Over to Sandlin. Sandlin takes a forearm shiver. Or was that Holland over there? It looks like Holland over there.
It's going to be Benjamin's second foul. They really need to be careful and pick and choose. I mean, how they're going to, you know, if they want to swat at the ball really, or, I mean, they want to lay off of it. Because
absolutely. She's been such a huge part of this Panther offense as well.
Can't really afford to lose one of your players. It really could be devastating.
Well, and there's no substitution either. So only dressing 5 players. That was Holland on the free throws there. Still 19-10. About 3 minutes left until halftime. And Jordan raises a good point. Benjamin with her second foul. And at this point, you know, you'd think a varsity coach would sit, you know, their big player with 2 fouls and 3 minutes left until half. But the Panthers can't afford that. Only brought 5 tonight. And a great little jump shot, left-handed jump shot. Falls for Nowicki, and the Panthers extend their lead 21-10.
That was a very good-looking jump shot she had down there.
Oh, attempted answer by Holland off the iron, and rebounded by Nowicki. Going to push down the left side.
That one was not as good-looking.
Not as pretty as the last one. But the Panthers get back on defense as Covington brings it back down, feed it through the high post. And yeah, you're right, Jordan. I do like this offense running through Stonecipher. She gets an easy 2.
Get a couple passes down low and you feed Stonecipher in the post. She's wide open. She puts up that 2-point basket. I mean, that could be an every time kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of these Trojans, other than Stonecipher and Reynolds, are guards by nature. And even Reynolds has played guard quite a bit.
She has.
But the Panthers extend the lead back to 11, 23-12. Under 2 minutes to go until halftime. And we'll get a substitution. Lauren Vale's going to check back into the Lady Trojan lineup, as well as Sandlin. We'll see who they get. So Mike is coming out of the game. We'll see what this does to the Trojan offense when they get their possession. Because that seems to be the game plan by Coach Brown tonight, is feed that high post, see what Micah decides, and then go from there. So Panthers feed the post down to Benjamin. Rebounded by Sandlin. She's going to push. Panthers back. Estes bumped after the 3. No call, but off. Covington gets the rebound. Another 3. And I'm not sure that one hit iron.
I think that one hit the padding on the bottom of the backboard. Estes appeared she was holding on to that girl's leg. I don't know if I was seeing that correctly, but
it really looked like it.
Regardless, she's going to bring up the ball for the Trojans. She gets it over to Holland, down to Vale.
I'll take the 3, get it over to Holland. Vale down in the post. And a jump ball. Scotty calls it Panther ball. And who am I to argue?
I don't think you can argue with Scotty.
You can, but you're going to be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. There is that.
So with 35 seconds left here until halftime, the Panthers going to try to get the last shot. Up 23-12. Try to extend that lead. There's Benjamin out on the perimeter. And another jump ball maybe, and Covington ball. So Panthers unable to get a shot here before halftime, and Covington's going to get a chance at it. Reynolds inbounds. Estes going to bring the ball down. Jogs it to half court and throws it down to Sandlin. Sandlin into the post, back out to the perimeter. Thinks about a three, passes it down to Vale, back out to Estes, over to Sandlin, where the three, and off the backboard and in. She didn't call it, it doesn't count. 23-15, halftime score here at the Covington Varsity Gym. What do you think, Jordan?
As far as I'm concerned, the score should be 23-12 because, as you said, she did not call Banks. So
I didn't hear her call it. It doesn't count. Jesse, if you've got something to do, you can go ahead and send us to halftime. But, oh, that's true. That's true. Jesse reminded me of a program note. So I'll hit a couple ads real quick, then we'll go to halftime. Remind you guys of the Cookie and Canvas deal for the class of 2022, which would be the junior class. And that's going to be Saturday, February 20th. It's going to have 2 sessions. Session 1 is from 10 in the morning to noon. Session 2 is from 1 to 3 p.m. That's going to be in the cafeteria. Cost is $35 a person. And you should be 9 or older if you want to do it. Now, I'm sure we can sneak somebody in if they're around that age, but suggested age is 9 or more. Ticket includes instruction, 11 by 14 canvas, paint, brushes, and a variety of cookie and drinks. Man, that sounds fun, just for the cookie and drinks.
absolutely.
Tickets are on sale now. Contact Jody Brown at 765-230-6130 or brownj at covington.k12.in.us. And Jody Brown taking tickets tonight out there for this varsity ball game. And she's been great at getting us pictures for the yearbook as well this year. So big shout out to Jody Brown, and help her and her junior class out if you can. It is being instructed by 2 juniors. Do you know the juniors, Jesse? Audrey Galloway is in session 2, I believe, if I saw that right in the email. And Emma Taylor for session 1. All right, so we've got some Covington students leading this this cookies and canvas deal. So great opportunity to hang out with some Covington juniors and get some painting instruction and some cookies and drinks. Jesse, if you'll send us to halftime, we'll be back here in about 10 minutes.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig, and Paul, holidays are over, but we have a lot of games coming up. One thing I think that puts it in perspective, we have the girls state championship basketball pairing show a week from Sunday. That'll be on the 24th, and it doesn't seem possible that we're there. With a lot of people have done a lot of work to get to this point, but we are certainly in a position where we need to continue to all understand what our responsibilities are as we head into hopefully a successful tournament season very soon.
It is, Bob, and certainly let me express my pleasure for joining you here today. It's always it's always the highlight of my week to get to talk to you and our fans out there about high school athletics. It's just so important and formative in what we do. But yeah, we're here. You know, the girls tournament draw show is a week from Sunday, and you're going to be sitting at the anchor desk hosting that show, and we're happy that's on your agenda and happy to have you. But you know, everybody's worked so hard, and you know, I don't believe that you can ever say thank you enough. So you always want to start with thank you for what everybody's done, to our school people, to our administrators, to parents, to people who have made sacrifices along the way. And it's been tough. I'll acknowledge that. You know, the holidays and the wanting to get with family, and you know, the fatigue of dealing with this for such a long period of time has been tough. But it's like any other athlete does. And when it gets tough, that's when you got to bear down, and you got to refocus a little bit and remember what's important to get through this. And I think that's the period that we're at right now. And you know, we can't let fatigue and tiredness of COVID get to us right now. We've got to stay diligent in our safety habits and wearing masks and washing hands. And then when that vaccine becomes available, you got to get out there and you got to get it. And so we can return to some kind of normalcy sooner than later.
As someone who has had COVID, I can tell you that as diligent as my wife and I were, we relaxed a little bit when it came to members of our family, and found ourselves, a month in bed and wishing that we had been a little more diligent. So you're exactly right. It is 24 hours a day of constant vigilance, no matter who or no matter what.
That's exactly right. This thing is sneaky, and as soon as you let your guard down, you just don't know. It's going to get you, and that's what COVID does. I mean, it's out there, and you think you're being safe, but you let that guard down for one moment, and sometimes you don't even know where that's at. But you've got to remain diligent, especially our student athletes and our families that have student athletes living there. It's time, folks. We got to get it right from now throughout the rest of the winter to be able to celebrate state championships and tournament success. Paul
Neidig with us talking about IHSAA. We're heading into tournaments, and certainly we're a part of Indiana NCAA tournament moving to Indiana. There's going to be a lot of basketball in our state coming up, Paul.
Boy, isn't that awesome? It's just fitting for Indiana. We grow basketball here, is what I've heard many times and certainly believe. And it's just feeling that we're going to celebrate the entire NCAA tournament at the same time our high school tournament's going to be going on. And I would tell the fan base that we've got some things to look at for the boys tournament. We're still don't want to get out in front of our board here at the IHSAA, but it's going to require a few changes from the association, and we're certainly looking at those now and see how the NCAA tournament schedule will affect our tournament, and we're still waiting for a few pieces of information before we can make some final determination, but we should have an announcement for our fans coming up either later this week or the first of next week.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA. It's Paul Neidig. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Paul, as always, thanks so much for your time. Have a great week.
We will, Bob, and the same to you, and thank you very much for doing what you do.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
And we're back here for second half action at the Covington Varsity Gym as Scotty's reset the board to 8 minutes, and we are inbounding the ball. Panthers with the first possession here in the second half. And they get down to Benjamin to start it off, and she's going to back down Cora Reynolds and look for the ball again, but we get a jump ball, and that's going to be Covington ball. 23-15 our score after half. I'm joined by Jordan Inman, Covington baseball star. And Jesse Lawson is running production today, who needs to turn in a baby picture for the Athletic Boosters.
There it is. I was waiting on it.
Yep. But Jesse's done a great job for us this season, and we hope we can get some more work out of her in the spring. Three-point basket.
There's
Cora
that
Reynolds.
Cora Reynolds
There's that Cora Reynolds three. Need a couple more of those, and good things. Good things are happening. 23-18 now after that Cora Reynolds three. Covington closes the gap a little bit. Need a defensive stop here, and we're in the right place. Lily Ramirez pokes that one out. Off with the Panthers. Covington's going to get possession. So Lily in early foul trouble. Got those 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Able to start here in the second half. A luxury that the Panthers don't have tonight, as they only brought 5 varsity players. So Covington's going to get the ball underneath their own basket. Now the Trojans a couple times tonight have had trouble getting the ball in. Let's hope that doesn't continue.
As it does continue.
Yeah, it does continue. I might have jinxed it as Estes tries to run from the backside and pick that, but no such luck. The Panthers get it over, and it is poked away in the post by Stonecipher, grabbed by Ramirez. She's going to start the fast break. Oh my goodness.
Turnover mania there.
Everybody
for a
needs
second.
to settle down. Settle down, set an offense over to Lily Ramirez on the wing. Estes at the top of the key between the rings. Down to Stonecipher, working the offense through her again. In and out, three-pointer that time.
Thought we were about to have 2 in a row.
Man, that would have brought this game really close, and the dozen or so people here on their feet. A nice take to the basket and a nice finish by Benjamin as Riverton Parke extends their lead 25-18. Now the storyline to watch is Benjamin sitting on 2 fouls and the Panthers with only 5 players. So an interesting storyline developing. Ramirez for 3. No, wouldn't have counted anyway. She didn't call it.
That's exactly my thought process.
But Estes in the right place at the right time, grabs the rebound, throws it back up, and gets fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2. Chance to bring it back up to a 5-point deficit. First one's up and over the front of the rim and in. So first one good by Estes. Should be here for one more. It's up, and it's good as well. So
same exact shot.
Yeah, Covington only down 5 now. A little under 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. As Riverton Parke gets it across post haste, and they're going to run their offense. Ramirez just dogging Nowicki over there on the perimeter. Able to get that one away before the travel call. And Wright's going to reset the offense. Gets it over to Benjamin. Passes to Stonecipher in the post. But knocked away by Covington, and it is Panther ball. A great opportunity just squandered right there by Covington. Trying to pass before possession. The age-old tale. Panthers trigger the inbound. Able to get it into Wright. Takes a 3 off the front. And Covington's going to break. Estes out on the break and pulls it back. Throws it down to the post to Stonecipher over the top of the rim to Vale. Get the rebound and finishes 25-22. Under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Isaiah would be proud. Lauren Bale finishes that one. And Covington's really seemed to step up the defense here in the third quarter. Wow, that one touched every bit of the rim as Ariel Wright, a 5'4" freshman guard, able to put that one in from three-point land. So 28-22, Panther lead. And Covington down to the post again to Stonecipher. Over to Vale. Stonecipher in the post. No hesitation this time, and I'm okay with that miss.
I am as well.
That's the look you want to see right here from this Covington offense right now. Poked away by Vale. Recovered by the Panthers. This one feels like it could get chaotic. That was, I'm not even sure what that was. That was a three-point basket on the run.
Looked pretty awkward.
A cross body by Wright, but more power to you if you get it to fall.
There's Lauren Vale again.
A two-pointer by Lauren Vale, 31-24.
I ought to text Isaiah and let him know how she's doing.
Yeah, I'm sure he's tuned in. He wanted to hear the voice of Jordan Inman here on the broadcast tonight.
Makes me feel great, Isaiah. I appreciate it.
Take to the basket, knocked away and recovered by Stonecipher. Stonecipher's having a heck of a night, actually.
That she is.
Yeah, defensive pressures there, and
She's had a
offense
couple
kind of running
steals.
through her. Yeah, absolutely. And it fed in the post. Gets her own rebound, puts it up again, gets her own rebound, just padding the stats right now. And that one's off and recovered by Wright. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the girls' sectional draw was last night at 7 o'clock from ihsaatv.org. And as soon as we get our next break, we'll go over what these two teams drew. Ask and you shall receive. We get a whistle from the official, and we'll take a look at what the girls' draw has yielded. So our opponents tonight, Riverton Parke, they're in sectional 44 at South Putnam. There are 6 teams in there: Cloverdale, Parke Heritage, RP, South Putnam, North Putnam, and Southmont. That's the 2A sectional. And Riverton Parke pulled game 2 on Tuesday night, so I'm assuming a 7:30 start time or so, against South Putnam. They'll follow Parke Heritage against Cloverdale on Tuesday night. Covington, meanwhile, is in sectional 54. We're going to be at Attica High School on Tuesday night. We are the only game on Tuesday night. And we will be playing North Vermilion, who we played last week. So North Vermilion against Covington in Game 1 of Sectional 54 action. Game 2 is going to be taking place Friday night. That's Attica against Clinton Central. Game 3 is Faith Christian, and the winner of Game 1, that's Friday, the nightcap. And then on Saturday, the championship is the winner of Game 2 and the winner of Game 3. So Covington will be at Attica on Tuesday, taking on the Falcons. We'll do everything we can to be there as Lily Ramirez takes a free throw off the left side of the rim. 31-24, 2.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Second one up, rims out. Benjamin clears the rebound and hounded by Cora Reynolds. Poked free by Estes, who gets tripped as she heads towards the lane. ELE action right there. Everybody love everybody, helping everybody up. As Nowicki's going to pick up her 4th foul, Jordan. You might get your wish.
Be pretty interesting. It would make things very interesting.
So, 31-24. 7-point lead for the Panthers
that's a
as Cora
mistake.
Reynolds puts up a 3. Air balls. Lily Ramirez tries to track that one down. Can't get there in time, and that's going to be Panther ball.
No, regardless of the miss, you can't leave Cora Reynolds wide open on the wing like that. I mean, it's just not how it should work.
No. She's going to burn you a couple times. Just not able to find the range on that one. Ramirez hassling defense. Forces another turnover. Estes tries to put up a quick 2. No good. Fight underneath the basket. And I think we're going to see a jump ball. And if Scotty's point is any indication, that's going to be a Riverton Parke ball.
And it will be. How dare we question
Well,
Scotty?
I just don't doubt him at this point. He is a wealth of Covington basketball knowledge.
Absolutely.
He and his brother Jody. Fine representatives of the community. All right, so a mess at half court. Riverton Parke gets a clean shot to the lane as Micah Stonecipher fights for the rebound. Another jump ball, Covington ball this time. And the scorer's bench looks empty tonight with only 2 people at the scorer's bench. No announcer tonight, no PA announcer. Opposing book not at the table. It's just a rough time to be a basketball fan in Indiana. Even rougher to be a basketball fan in Illinois, especially for high school basketball.
Now, is it, if Fountain County were to be out of the red for the COVID thing,
yes,
then we would be allowed to have a limited number of fans, correct?
To my knowledge, yes. And that's dependent on the facility hosting.
Okay.
So their rules would kind of apply to everything. So in our case, on Tuesday night, if Fountain County were to clear up by some, miracle, yes, Attica would be able to deem a limited number of fans be able to come in and purchase tickets. But as of right now, I don't know that that's going to happen. So we just tell people to watch CHS247. A nice fight under the basket on Covington's side. Doesn't yield anything for either team.
It appeared that was definitely a travel, but no call.
It looked like she pulled her back foot for sure. Lily Ramirez forces another turnover. She is earning the hustle points tonight, folks. Cora Reynolds at the top of the key, back to Estes. Estes looking to the left, and underhand shovel passes to Micah Stonecipher at the top of the key. Gets it back out of the wing to Reynolds. Reynolds takes it to the lane, throws a little jumper up off the front of the iron. Pulled down by Riverton Parke, who's going to hurry it across the timeline. And I think, Jordan, the biggest change we saw there in the third quarter is Covington really upped the defensive pressure.
That they did.
So
gave up a couple of threes, couple of awkward threes that, ultimately gave them their 31 points.
Yeah.
If they don't give up those 2 threes, it's 25-24 right now heading into the fourth. But
yeah, a much more interesting game. Especially with, several Panthers with multiple fouls now. All right, so program note. Jesse, go ahead and throw that 30-second Are We Experienced podcast ad up.
Hi, I'm Wyatt Woodrow.
And I'm Jackson Freeds.
And this is Are We Experienced?
A music podcast where we talk about nothing useful for way too long. This season's set list consists of the Beatles all the way to Saturday Night Live.
You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, and pretty much anywhere else you can find podcasts.
You can also find us on our Instagram at Experienced Podcast.
So that's the Are We Experienced podcast with Jackson and Wyatt, the on-air talents. Ty Smaltz, the engineer and audio editor extraordinaire. If you're into podcasts, also check out the History Buffet, which is Joey Holt, who was a teacher at Covington here for several years, and then Mr. Stockburger. They talk about a historical topic. Each one of them bring a historical topic to the table, and then discuss that. Great listen if you haven't listened to them. Cora Reynolds earned some free throws. Fouls on 5, Ariel Wright. That's going to be her third. It's going to be pretty interesting coming down the stretch here.
maybe 2 players foul out? Be really interesting.
Yeah, first free throw's good. Jordan, you're a sadist. You know that? So Reynolds gets the first one to fall. Second one coming up. Off the front of the rim, and Covington gets the rebound. Back out to the top of the key. Oh, I thought we were going to go to Cora Reynolds there again. And Covington, some scrappy plays, keeping the ball alive. over to Holland, into the corner, back to Holland. Middle of the court, and I thought Wright was going to grab that one, or not Wright, but Nowicki. But Covington's going to get another chance. Set for three, and off the back and front of the rim. Jump ball.
Seen quite the number of jump balls this game.
We didn't see our first one until really late, I thought, and then we saw 3 in a row.
Yes.
So they've more than made up for it at this point. And be happy to not see another jump ball for 7 minutes as we get to the 7-minute mark left in this ball game. 31-25, Panther lead. Lost the handle, ran into Holy Cross.
Dagnabbit, thought we were going to see the 5th foul on Nowicki, but fortunately that did not happen.
That'd be a bad sign for the Panthers, but also a good sign that she's playing hard enough on defense still that she's racking up the fouls. Player control foul. That looked like that one was on Jara Nelson. Her first. Team 5th. So Covington only 2 fouls away from the bonus at this point with 7 minutes left. Working the ball around the perimeter. Holland steps in, takes a jump shot over the rim. Rebounded on the backside. Covington will get another chance. Feeding Lauren Vale in the post, hand in her face, and knocked out. Panthers going to rush this one down the court. And Nelson's going to draw a foul. Looked like a foul was on Holland, if I'm not mistaken. Her first, team first. Nelson at the line for 2. First one's up. Laser beam. And that one's through. 32-25. 6.5 minutes left. Ball's live on this shot. Off the back of the rim, Covington gets a rebound. Cora Reynolds throws it out. Wide open under the basket is Holland. Layup is good. 32-27, Covington with the 2-point basket and another opportunity. Riverton Parke with 2 girls still on the other side of the court, and they dodge a big bullet right there.
Yes, they do.
Fouls on Holland. And a timeout called. 30-second timeout. We'll just stay here. So a 5-point game. Covington's worked this one back to a 5-point game. 32-27. 6 minutes left in this game. We've mentioned the Panthers got a couple girls in foul trouble. Both teams' typical varsity lineups have been decimated by close contact rulings and the virus, as we would call it. The Rona, as Isaiah would call it.
That is right. He does call it the Rona.
He does call it the Rona every single day. So both new look lineups, and we've got ourselves a heck of a ball game. I could say that only having 5 players in general, and now only 4 on the court. Here's our My Team's on the Court moment that you were hoping for.
There it is. I am confused why they only have 4 on the court at the moment, but
I'm hoping it wasn't an injury. You never want to see somebody get hurt.
No, you do not.
That's going to be a foul on Lauren Vale, it looks like. So, yep, foul on 24, Lauren Vale, her third, team third. And we'll see what the Panthers can do with 4 players on the court. A very, very interesting situation. Covington ball, off the jump ball, 6 minutes left in the game. We'll write this down. It is 32-27 when the Panthers went down to 4. Lauren Vale fed in the post out top to Holy Cross, over to the wing. Shot up and pulled down by Benjamin. Fight for the rebound, but Panthers have possession. And they're going to struggle to get it over the timeline. As Covington wrestles that one away. Layup foul does not fall, but we're going to see free throws.
To be honest, looked kind of clean to me, but I mean, what do I know?
It did. It did look pretty clean, but I'm going to take it.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely take it. I mean, I'm not denying that.
I'm going to take it. Daisy Gebner at the line. One dribble. And it's through. 4-point game. 5.5 minutes left in this game. So I'm assuming you're looking at the same thing I am, Jordan, as the second one goes off, is trainer Dan over here on the Panther bench asking some questions. 3-point shot off the heel. Rebound fought for, and that's going to be a foul.
Some bows being thrown.
Yeah, getting a little handsy down there. And Nowicki getting checked out by trainer Dan here. Like we said, we hope it's not an injury or anything like that. Or
appears that he is tending to an ankle or a lower leg injury. Hopefully nothing too serious.
Yeah, let's hope not. And the ball's on the ground, as is Lauren Vale. Jump ball goes to the Panthers. 4-point game. Covington yet to make up that much ground. They've made up a point since they've been up a man. Inbound to Benjamin. They feed Brown in the post. And Covington strips and runs the other way. Holland over to the right side and Holy Cross. Holy Cross jukes and down low. Cora Reynolds becoming a lot more involved in the offense now.
Not sure why Vale didn't go for that, but regardless, will be Panther basketball. And it appears the Panthers are going to get their 5 back as number 4 Nowicki checks back into the game.
All right, good deal. So injury not serious enough to keep her off the court, which is great. And we'll see an even 5-on-5. The Panthers get a quick shot. Air ball. Holy Cross grabs and is going to dart down the other way. Short jump shot missed. And we've got a foul called.
It's going to be on Holy Cross.
That looked like it was on a Holy Cross. Holy Cross trying to play bigger than she is. Grabs the foul. That's her second, team 5th. Covington steals it back. And you've got to imagine there are some tired Panther legs out there at this point.
Oh, yeah. No subs can be very brutal.
Yeah, but more power to them. So I didn't quite see who that foul was on. It looked like Nelson, which would only be her second. Yeah, that's on Nelson, her second, team 7th. So Covington in the bonus the rest of the way. 4 minutes left in this game. Holy Cross at the line. First one's up and good. She'll earn that second one. So 32-29. Darren Taylor reminding the Panthers they have 2 full timeouts left. Just enough for 2 more ads, Jesse. Program note for Jesse Lawson, our director and camera worker, as the second one falls. 2-point game. 4 minutes left. And passes over the head of Nowicki. Awkward landing. Covington ball. Nope, that's going to be Panther ball.
I'm not so sure about that. It looked pretty clean, pretty clear cut.
You know what, Jordan? You're no Scotty.
I know I'm no
and
Scotty.
I saw you pointing Covington's way, but You're going to be overruled this time.
I suppose I am.
As the Panthers are going to run their offense. Nelson with the ball. Circles around, but Holy Cross strips it.
Ball
She's going to go in.
Lie.
Bumped,
Ball
but
doesn't
finishes.
lie. I told you. Ball does not lie.
2-point basket. Holy Cross. And I think we're going to use one of those 2 full timeouts the Panthers have remaining as Covington ties it up. 32-32 with 3:49 left in the game.
This is a tough time for all of us, and it is an especially tough time for high school students and high school sports.
Let's stick together. Let's listen to each other and support one another. Let's work hard, follow health and safety protocols, always mask up, be sure to get a flu shot, and never get complacent or careless.
If we do, I believe that we will have a great high school sports season. I believe that we will win. I'm Paul Neidig, Commissioner of the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
And I'm Carrie Schludecker, Assistant Commissioner.
On behalf of every high school in Indiana, thank you for your support.
This is commitment. This is self-discipline. This is teamwork. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back to CHS247. We are setting up for a wild finish here. Under 4 minutes left in this game. We're all tied up at 32. Panthers had a big 11-point lead there for a while, and Covington able to take advantage of a 4-man roster as Nowicki was out with an injury and knotted it up. We're going to see a foul. Yeah, a foul on Sarah Brown, the 5'8" forward. Like I mentioned, Covington in free throws the rest of the way. Looked like Lauren Vale at the line. So we're looking at a bonus situation. She's got to hit this first one to earn the second. And misses the first. Another jump ball. Those jump balls that Jordan loves so much.
Holy Cross to inbound. As she'll get it into Gepner. Oh, don't give her too much space. Oh, another Trojan turnover.
Look at a couple of wild plays at half court. Ball dropped off for Brown. Brown's going to try to take the baseline, defended by Vale. That's Panther basketball. All right, so Nowicki set to inbound for the Panthers. Gets it into Benjamin. Looked like a double dribble, but retains possession. Knocked out of bounds. Panther ball still. So, clock running down. We got 3 minutes left in this ball game. Ball's on the ground. Nowicki goes for it. Panther ball again.
Can't believe this.
Looked like she might have been out of bounds when she touched that ball too. But once again, everyone else's vision better than mine. Gepner guarding the inbound. Nowicki tries to trigger and gets it in to Nelson. Nelson to Brown. Brown tries to feed the post, but gets the ball back as it's batted away by Cora Reynolds.
Some stellar defense here from the Trojans.
Yeah. The Covington Bigs have been playing really tough defense tonight. And just tenacious defense by the guards. Off the basket, and Covington's going to push. Up to Gepner. Swatted away. Fight on the ground. And they get it out before the jump ball can be called again. Cora Reynolds back to defend.
I had to
Long
say
jumper.
something. I had to say something.
Man, nice jumper by Ariel Wright. Puts him up by 2, and Covington's going to need somebody to inbound to. Holland comes back and gets the ball. Walks it across the timeline. Gets it to the top.
3 ball.
To Vale. That's up and out.
It's going to be off the foot of Holy Cross, out of bounds. Will be Panther basketball.
2 minutes left here in the game. And the Panthers get the ball in as Benjamin runs it down herself. Throws up a short jumper, no good. Swarming defense by the Panthers. Has 4 people on that rebound, but it leaves the break wide open for Covington as Holland finishes the break on a short jumper. 34-34, minute 50 left in the game. What do you think, Jordan? How's this game end?
You know, I'd like to say that we will come out on top, but I do not want to jinx ourselves.
Yeah.
So, because that has shown to happen. So I'm just going to let things play out, and, you know, whatever happens, happens. But I am most certainly, obviously, I'm a Covington Trojan, rooting for my team.
Your alma mater.
Yeah, there you go.
So, whichever way this goes, you got to be impressed by the effort from both teams. Covington really stepped up the defense, especially here in the second half, and guarding everything. And hats off to the Riverton Parke Panthers. They're playing 5 players, and that's got to be exhausting.
Something I'm not really sure of. We have not seen Micah Stonecipher in this game in quite some time.
It's been a while, yeah. Well, and maybe Covington trying to push so often and trying to run a run and gun maybe. They don't need to run the ball through her as much.
Yeah.
This is going to be Covington ball underneath their own basket. Got to get the ball in. To the top of the perimeter, between the rings. Holland gets it over to Holy Cross. Holy Cross going to dribble it back left. Throws it over to the wing. On the right side, gets it back. Sends it back over the wing, down to Lauren Vale. Out to Holy Cross, who passes up the shot, steps in, tries to take a shorter jumper. And that's off the rim. Panthers with the rebound. Trying to get it across the timeline. And they get it across. Still tough defensive effort by Covington. That's a foul. And the Panthers are going to go to the stripe. That's going to be on Vale. That's her 4th. Team 6th. So the Panthers are going to see free throws the rest of the way. Minute 11 here. Left in the game, 34 all. All knotted up. And first one's up and good. Riverton Parke retakes the lead, 35-34. We've got one more inbound. Dribbles twice, hesitation, dribbles 2 more times. Ball is up and in. So 2-point lead for the Panthers.
Trojans need a solid possession here, really find a good shot to take. They cannot throw the ball away here.
Risky pass up top. Down to Holland, who's going to drive it to the basket. Gets deflected, out of bounds. Covington ball. Under a minute now. We're in crunch time. Holy Cross going to trigger the inbound. Looking for someone underneath. Nobody gets open underneath. And it looks like we've got a timeout by Coach Brown. Yeah, that's going to be a 30-second timeout by Coach Brown. With 55.3 seconds left in the ball game, 36-34. Panther lead. I'd like to hit an ad spot, and I'll remind you of the cookies and canvas one last time. And then we'll see if we can finish this game out. Remember, the Panthers still have a full timeout left. Cookies and canvas and silent auction. That's the junior class fundraiser this year. It's going to happen on Saturday, February 20th. If you're a Pokemon Go player, that's the Kanto event. 2 sessions. Session 1 from 10 a.m. to 12, and Session 2 from 1 to 3. It's going to be in the cafeteria. $35 a ticket. Contact Jody Brown if you're interested. As Covington looking to inbound under their own basket. Gets it into Holland with a 3, and it's good! 3-point basket. Covington takes the lead. Official timeout. Somebody got a little overzealous.
My goodness gracious.
Wow.
What a 3-ball.
Wow. That's clutch, and clutch is everything. So Covington takes the lead. Riverton Parke going to survey the baseline after the made basket. They get it into Wright. Wright's going to push. They want that point back and in a hurry. Not making any advancements towards the basket. There we go. A nice little turn. And that's going to be a foul on Holy Cross, who is not excited about that call. So we're in the 1-on-1 situation. It's shooting both ways the rest of the way here. 36.5 seconds left. And we're going to see a bonus situation.
Wright was 2 for 2 in our last 2 attempts. See if the pressure gets to her here.
And makes the first one and runs back to half court.
I was kind of confused for a second.
I wasn't going to say anything.
I mean, let it happen, sure.
Let it happen. All right, 37 all. Panthers with a chance to take the lead again. Ball's up, and yeah, maybe don't foul Ariel Wright the rest of the game. Been pretty good on those free throws. So Holy Cross at the volleyball line. Gets the ball atop the key, over to Holland. Thought about another 3, passes it over to Holy Cross. Down in the corner to Reynolds. Short jump shot. It's off, and a jump ball. Scotty calls it for the Panthers. 16.8 seconds left. And Riverton Parke's going to get the ball. Looks like Coach Brown called a full timeout. So we'll hit our last ad for the day, and we will be back in 1 minute.
High school sports are about so much more than winning and losing. They're about persistence and perseverance, no matter how big the challenge.
The high schools in our community are going through a difficult time, but our fall sports season is off to a strong start. And with your patience, flexibility, and unwavering support, we think we'll have a surprisingly good year.
Most important of all, we've got to follow virus protocols and get a flu shot. So let's stay after it. Let's not give up. I'm Carrie Schludecker.
And I'm Robert Falcons. We're both assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Our high school coaches and student athletes, thank you for your support.
This is persistence. This is perseverance. This is positivity. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
All right, welcome back to the finish, potentially, of the Riverton Parke Panther Covington Trojan varsity ball game here at Covington High School. As the Panthers look to trigger the inbound, Covington all over the inbound, and they're going to get a quick foul. No, a jump ball called. That's going to be Panther possession. No, that's going to be Covington possession. Didn't the Panthers just get the last one?
That is correct. Scotty never fails. I look straight down at Scotty, and what do you know?
I didn't even look at Scotty. That's my fault. I questioned the process, Jordan. I questioned the process, and I failed us. Jesse giving me the glare. There in Holland, bumped. Well, you got to think there was some contact there, and she didn't just throw it 30 feet to the left.
Another timeout taken.
And this is going to be a full timeout. There's only fulls left, I believe. So Covington taking a full timeout. Coach Brown wants to talk this one over and get something going. So Trojans with a chance to take the lead with 11.5 seconds left in this game. Wow, this one's really come down to the wire. A big lead for the Panthers there for a while at halftime, and then Covington chipping away at it. And you've got to think those Panther legs are getting tired now. I know it's easy to be an armchair quarterback and say, I could run out there a whole game. It's like me watching Ninja Warrior, Jordan.
Yeah.
I like watching Ninja Warrior, and I like to imagine that I could do those things. And then when I get off the couch to get some more chips, I hear the sounds that I make, and I know that I couldn't do Ninja Warrior.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Falling apart in my old age, Jesse. Darren Holland ready to trigger the inbound. Covington needs something here. Cora Reynolds gets open. Back out to Holy Cross. 8 seconds left. Darren Holland puts up a 3 over the backboard, or over the rim. Doesn't graze the backboard. Jump ball, Panther ball. 3.2 seconds left. If there's ever been a time to play really hard defense,
it's right now.
It's right now. Covington needs this ball back, or the Panthers are going to be driving back to Parke County with a win. Oh, Covington gets a steal and a travel. 1.5 seconds left. Vale read that one really well, but fell to the ground and is called for the travel. And we're going to hear our last timeout for the Panthers. 1.5 seconds left. So what's Covington talking over right here, Jordan?
Well, to be completely honest, I do not know. I mean, you got to play hard defense here, and you got to hope for a steal, and maybe is this our final timeout?
Do you foul before the inbound?
Don't let him get it into Ariel Wilson. That's all I got to say.
So maybe talk that over. If you're a Panther, you're just talking somebody get it open and do something with it. You know, throw a shot up if you can. They've got 1.5 seconds left to kill in this game. Up 1 point and the ball. So things looking bleak for the Trojans right now, but not impossible. Covington still with one timeout left. So if they do, by some chance, grab onto the ball, they can call a full timeout and try to set something up as a going away from the basket or a tip-in or something. But they've got to get the ball back first. Priority number 1. All right, ball at half court. Panthers ready to inbound it. Nowicki looking for an open player, and a foul before the inbound.
That was a foul on Wilson, too. Doggone it.
Okay, so that's Ariel Wright going to go to the free throw line for 1 and 1.
I called her Wilson, right.
I didn't even catch that. Wright for 1 and 1, and by the track record, it's probably bad news for the Lady Trojans. As the first one's off, a timeout called. Heads up play by Coach Brown in the ear of the official, and we're going to get our last timeout in this ball game. Coach Brown's going to call the last full timeout. Wow. Wow. What a turn of events. So the Panthers, even though they missed the free throw, excited about their chances over here on the bench. And Covington trying to storyboard their happy ending here. Down 1 with 1.2 seconds left in the game. Both teams at 8 fouls. Both teams with not a timeout left. It's down to this. Wow. Who'd have thunk it?
Who'd have thunk it?
We'd like to give a shout out to Mrs. Cotton, one of our loyal followers, as well as Mrs. Brown. I know both tune into the broadcast very regularly. As we get ready for our last reset. So I know they charge $5 a ticket to get into these ball games, Jordan, and I don't know why, because you're only using the edge of your seat.
Yeah. That was a good one, I must
Yeah,
say.
well, I thank you. All right, so Covington's got to get it in. They get it into half court. Oh, it's up! Oh, man, that was good if it would have gone, too. So the Panthers grabbed the win, 38-37. Kudos to this Lady Panther team. 5 players on the court all night. No substitutions. Wow. And a hard-fought game by the Lady Trojans as well.
Absolutely. I thought on both sides. It was it was a really well-fought game.
Yeah, what a game. 1-point game. Covington comes up just short here at home. And if you weren't aware, this is homecoming week. So Friday and Saturday, the boys are playing at home. Friday is homecoming. So we will be here bringing you all the action. Don't forget to tune in with CHS247. Thanks for joining us, everybody.